Oh, man, I hate Mondays.
Nah, man, it's Tuesday.
Wait. What day is it?
You know what day it is. Tuesday. Brewsday Tuesday.
Oh, fuck yeah! Grab a cold one. It's Brewsday Tuesday, brought to you by the Cellar and Six Pack Store. Here is DreZ and Huck.
DreZ and Huck.
That lovely sound does confirm that it is Brewsday Tuesday. Brought to you, as said, by the Cellar Restaurant and Six Pack Store. You know, when they told me about the sponsorship, Matt didn't tell me that it's supposed to say restaurant. So that's why Matt says the Cellar and Six Pack Store. But on my note sheet here, it says the Cellar Restaurant. I don't know. Everybody knows it's a restaurant. I guess it could just be the Cellar and Six Pack Store.
One of the finest restaurants in Blacksburg.
Because people don't say, oh, let's go to the Cellar Restaurant.
No, they say, let's go to the Greeks, because they didn't know the name changed 20 years ago.
Well, that's because you hang out with a bunch of old people.
That is true.
The kids don't say, let's go to
you're
the
right,
Greeks.
You're right.
They don't know any better. But
no, they don't.
It is the Brewsday Tuesday.
We digressed.
And it is the DreZ and the Huck from Huck's Beer Buzz. And we're drinking the beers, man.
We're doing good beers.
This could be a good show.
Week. This is good beers.
I'm excited for this show. So you handed me one that I've never had before, and honestly, I don't know if I'm even familiar with this brewery.
That's why it's here.
River, is that right? Reaver Beach.
Virginia Beach.
Like Beaver, but with an R.
I think they used to be, if I'm not mistaken, and I generally am.
Yeah, you usually
I think they used to be Virginia Beach Brewing, and they changed the name.
Because of legality
Reaver
reasons?
Beach. Yeah, I don't know why.
That's usually the case.
I think it's because the beer wasn't that good.
Oh.
No, I'm just guessing.
Oh, well.
Did I say that out
now
loud?
I know why you gave me this one.
Yeah.
Reaver Beach Brewing Company. You gave me Vulture IPA. It says intensely hopped with Citra, Simcoe, and Amarico. You got me a nice pint.
Or Amarillo? Maybe.
Oh yeah, I guess those
Amarillo.
might be C's. That or L's.
L's.
That would make more sense.
Amarillo, yeah.
6.5%.
So I'm over here, and I had to drink. This beer has like 18 reasons why I had to drink this beer, and that's why you didn't get it. Even though you would like it too. This is up your alley as well. So what I have here is Dogfish Head, reason number one.
There you go.
Reason number two, and the Grateful Dead present, yes, they do, American Beauty. And here we have a couple of dancing bears drinking beer on the label. It's a pale ale, my favorite style of beer, if truth be known.
Your favorite beer, one of your favorite bands from one of your favorite breweries.
Yeah, it's like
that's the trifecta.
Yeah. And it's not quite a Huck session. It's 6.5, but that's cool.
But here's the thing. So it says, what does it say? The Grateful Dead presents?
Yeah, this is some kind of collaboration.
I mean, I know that
with the Grateful Dead.
I know Jerry's been gone since what, 94, 96? When did he die?
I don't keep up with that.
But I mean, so is the Dead still touring?
Oh, there's versions of the Dead touring. Yes,
versions. So there's multiple Dead.
Oh, there's multiple Dead.
See, does that bother you?
No, it's not about. And besides that, and I'm just going to throw this out there just to annoy some people that I know. It's like, actually, the cover bands are now better.
Oh, I don't doubt it.
Okay,
but it's not the same.
So the Grateful Dead added. I'm going to be in trouble here. Maybe we should pause the show and I go look it up. But they got the new guitar player.
I don't know, dude. I'm not a Deadhead. I know about Jerry. I know a couple songs. I never really got into them. I'm not a big jam band kind of a guy, you know?
Okay, so, Jerry's dead, and some people don't get along. So you got, like, the bass player, Phil Lesh. He brings the group around. And then there's, and the drummer is still there. So I got to look this up because it's
But they can't all be called the Dead. They can't all advertise as the Dead. I'm trying to think.
No, none of them are the Grateful Dead anymore.
What do they say? They're like
different.
Phil from the Grateful Dead, or
no.
Phil and the Dead, or something like that.
I'm looking here. Give me a second. But they're all different bands. So I apparently searched for the wrong things. I'm not getting.
Of course. Yeah, I'm trying to think. I remember there was a couple of other instances like that.
Dead and Company.
Okay.
is one.
And that's with who?
That would be Bob Weir on guitar.
See, to me, that
Mickey Hart on the drums, Bill Kruzman on drums, all originals, with John Mayer. So John Mayer, basically I read an article that said that John Mayer apparently found LSD and now he can play with the Grateful Dead.
See, now that would probably be the one to see.
Yeah,
Who
because
else
what
is
the Grateful
playing?
Dead used to do, if you watch that documentary, is they would go places and people would say, well, we're going to join you, and they would dose everybody with LSD. And everybody was around, and some
And they
people
would
handled it.
love it.
Yeah, well, some people didn't love it, but most people did. But it's like they wouldn't tell anybody. That's just what they did. Don't drink the Kool-Aid. That's where that came from. Don't drink the Kool-Aid, because the Kool-Aid was spiked.
I thought the whole "don't drink the Kool-Aid" thing was about that.
Yeah, well,
cult
they
group
changed that
killed
crap.
themselves.
Yeah, no, that's not true. Gotta say, Kool-Aid. So Dead and Company, and then there's I'm trying to look through here real quick, but yeah, I saw. Okay, so I didn't go to Lock-In this year. I usually get a media pass. I go, but I watched Lock-In. I watched their set on Saturday night at Lock-In. It's better than being there because it was close-up video. It was all live streamed, and Mayer, he's letting it go. He's good. He's really good with them.
John Mayer's great on guitar.
Yeah, so if you want to, you should go find
Dead
that
and Company
film.
is the one to go. Is who to
that's
see?
the main one.
I mean, I'd be down on that.
Yeah, they're good. I guess you got to do LSD to do it. I'm not recommending that.
I'd be down on that.
I'm not recommending that. It's what does Hunter S. Thompson say? Massive amounts of alcohol, sex, and drugs are.
I think you got it right. I think you're getting it right.
Not
Keep going.
recommended, but it's always worked for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
There you go. Good job.
There you go. That's why they call me the huckster.
Anywho,
I think I'm Huck S. Thompson Jr.
So it's funny you mentioned Lock-In. I've actually never been to Lock-In, but
It's a trip.
For the first year, what a long, strange trip it's been. For the first year, my buddy Bill, who I go and see at all those festivals, he was there this year. It was his first time coming. He actually made it because he lives in Mexico. He drives from Mexico, and I bunked him up. I let him crash in my pad on his way to Lock-In. Yeah. So honestly, I would have went with him if I could, but I think so. Maybe this year, if he does it again.
Yeah,
you might not see me in the audience. You might see me working Bill's tent selling art.
Well, I'll help. The year before last, they gave me a full media.
You could sign the Jerry ones.
Yeah,
coming through.
I want to do that. When I retire, I'm going to Vegas and beat Jerry. But in any case, they gave me a RV pass and a media pass 2 years ago. But last year, I couldn't get a sniff. I sent them a couple of emails. But I really had other stuff going on. But Lock-In's an interesting festival. It's real high security, just so anybody out there that wants to bring those things in, you might want to be very, very careful.
See, and that's surprising. And I remember you telling me about that.
Yeah, super high security. You log in and out every time you go in and out. If you go out and you don't log out, you can't get back in. It's really tight security.
See, what the hell?
Yeah.
And it didn't used to be that way, right?
Mm-mm. No, the first year, it was a party. I was there the first year. It was a party.
See, because honestly, when I think of, what was the first year?
And it didn't stop anything. People were coming through my campsite.
Yeah, they're still doing it.
Trying to sell me things I didn't want. And it's so it didn't work. What they're doing doesn't work.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. But that's okay. It's a good festival.
When was the first year?
7 years ago, maybe. I have a T-shirt somewhere. I could go look it up.
Well, yeah, I guess it's newer than I thought. But I don't know. I always thought that Lock-In was one of those ones that actually kind of kept the festival vibe. It was smaller. They don't bring in the big bands, and it's not too commercialized.
No, they do pretty much. It's all jam bands, but they came in with this site in Arrington,
and then they moved, right?
Well, no, they're still kind of. They moved it around on the site. It was on this giant 2-mile track, kind of like Jazz Fest, which I'm going to this year. Again, I'm so excited. Rolling Stones, never seen them.
Oh,
even though I'm older than them.
I know last year I didn't go. I might need to go this year. I remember we talked about it. I've never seen the Stones.
I have a ticket.
Didn't we do media last year?
No, you got to buy these things.
Well, I don't know. It might still be worth it. That's down in New Orleans.
Yeah. So I got a couple of young ladies going with me.
When is that?
May. We're leaving on May 1st. We'll be back on May 6th.
That might be hard to swing, but I might have to do it.
You might let me know.
All right. All right. We digress. Go back to what were you saying about?
So anyway, it's like a big giant track, and so is that. It's a 2-mile horse racing track, but they moved it into a hillside nearby.
Well, that's
much
probably
nicer.
Better. Yeah, that'd be better.
Yeah, it's much nicer. And actually, I was pleased with my RV site. I rolled in there and they just sent me down this road, and I ended up. I was 300 yards.
Right there?
300 yards from the back of the stage. Now, it's like another half mile to walk around through the gate, but I was right there. So even if I didn't go, I could sit in my lawn chair and hear the music. Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, that was the best part. And our friends from Star Hill are they got the whole, beer garden from hell. This is the best. It's I've never seen such a huge beer garden, and the beer was.
You said from hell. That sounds like a bad thing.
No, it's just it's because it's psychedelic, and they had everything. Just kept going on and on, and then they had a special tent over the side with a lot of Virginia beers.
Of course.
The first year, the beer was to die for.
Oh, okay.
Really was they had 26 taps, and they changed every 3 hours.
Cool. Well, I don't know. I might have to go this year. I don't know.
Grateful Dead beer that got us going there.
There you go. Yeah. Well, let's get back to it.
They'll be there. Phil Lesh and them. They'll be there this year.
They already have the line out?
Yeah, they'll be there. Trust me. I don't have to have the line.
Okay, well,
they've been there every year.
All right, well, let's go ahead and test. So, how do you like the beer? Does the beer live up? The trifecta.
I'm just gonna have to give it a 5.
You have to give it a 5.
I have to give it a 5.
I already knew that before. I don't know why I even asked.
Yeah, you shouldn't even ask. This is such a good beer.
A 5 out of what? 5 out of 10.
Untapped.
Oh.
So we have this app we use on our smartphones because we're stupid. So we have the smartphone. And you can rate your beer. You can actually, it will tell you if it's a beer you want. Like if you wanted this beer, you can enter it in on there. And if the beer comes to you, near you, it will tell you that beer is now available.
Well, that's pretty handy.
Yeah, and you can if your bar, and a lot of them are getting that way. This isn't a long time coming, but a lot of the bars now post their beers. So if you're going to a bar, you can look it up and see what beers they have.
There you go. So don't got to worry about
plan
getting
your
a beer
day.
menu. Yeah. As far as the Reaver Beach Brewing Company, the Vulture IPA, pretty good IPA. I'm not gonna lie.
How are they getting along?
I, honestly, it might be the fact that I'm still on this diet and I haven't had beer in quite a while, and I just am so glad to be drinking a beer that maybe it just tastes better to my lips than it should.
I don't want to hear about your lips.
This is delicious. This is just good. I'm just glad to be drinking it. So I'm gonna go ahead and give it a 4.75.
Damn, that's a pretty good set. And
Never
you know
mind.
what we got coming next session? Yeah.
I was going to say, this is a 4.5. It's not a 4.75.
All right. Well, next
I know
session,
I'm inflating it because I'm just happy to have a good beer.
Well, one of the ones should be a 5 on the next session. I won't.
They might both be 5s.
Yeah.
All right. We'll see. All right. Either way. So what? Do I need to play Dead now?
Yeah, you got to play some
Dead.
Dead.
I got to. All right. So we'll play a little
the
Grateful
Dead.
Dead. We'll come back. We'll drink some more beer. It's Brewsday Tuesday right here on 105.3 The Bear.